Hey guys, layout update time, man. We're running some trains here for the layout update. As you can see, the new expansion area is a proper mess over here. We've got a little bit of everything just cluttered all over here, but I have been working on the last 2 mornings to get all of the tracks powered, and so as of right now, all the tracks over here are all powered. We've got all the drops soldered in, like right there, and connected underneath and everything like that. And I've been actually, like you saw in one of the prior videos, running a few little test trains here just to make sure the track was okay, and you know, the configuration you know, was pretty good, which I knew it was because it's kind of a duplicate of what I've already done. So I figured everything was going to work out, and I think it did. But yeah, the soldering was always fun, you know, soldering. And I know I had a lot of good tips there, you know, and I know all that stuff too. It's just one of those things. You know, when you start doing it and you get into a rush and everything, you end up screwing it up and everything. So the last video I did wasn't the prettiest soldering job, but hey, it worked and I got everything else done over here. Plus, I found that, you know, you don't have to be perfect over here like this little area. Big glob of solder on there and everything. As long as it's not impeding the rails right there, it's going to get painted, ballasted, weathered. You're not even going to know that the solder points are there when everything is said and done. So a little bit interesting thing, you can see my little runaround right here, and I was just showing you that. I had to do a little jump from the main track right there, kind of cut a little channel in there, and had to kind of splice in this track because, as you can see right here, the runaround section kind of jumps out, and I know you probably won't be able to see it really good underneath here. Well, I guess you can. You can see I've got the main track is like right here, and the runaround is right here. So I couldn't go through all of that wood, so I had to do that little finagling right there. You know, we improvise, adapt, overcome, all that good stuff. Anyway, so I have been running my train over here, kind of bright, because I've got the garage opened up over here before it gets too toasty. Anyway, so I've been just collecting cars over here. Did the first run with the locomotive over here just to make sure all the track work was good, and then, you know, switch any wiring or anything like that, short anything out. And I did have a whole bunch of box cars all over the place over here that I was, you know, test running my, you know, by hand, the switching and everything like that. So I figure, what the heck, I'll just do the update right here. I'm in the process of just collecting up some of the cars and getting them out of here. So you can see we've got our bunch of hopper cars back there. We've got our maintenance of way. We kind of put that over there on the runaround just to get it out of the way. We're going to come in here, a little mini operations session over here. I just kind of got these flat car and center beam car. I grabbed those off of this track right here, which is Westpac. I know they don't get center beam cars, but hey, you know what? This was all testing stuff, and kind of dropped them off right there. So we're gonna go ahead and grab our box cars out of FXI. I know that's going to be a tough one for me. I don't know. For some reason, there's certain combination of letters where it's a little bit tough for me to say, but. Yeah, looking good over here. So the next step over here is just collect up all these cars, get them out of the way, start picking everything up, get the shop vac out, and clean things up. Do a nice vacuum over the top right here. But at least this kind of gives you a little bit of an idea what it's going to look like over here running trains. And let's see, I know a lot of people have said, holy smokes, that runaround track is right next to the edge. Well, you know, I've never had a train fall off of my layout. Now, cross my fingers, knock on wood, and all that good stuff. But hey, listen, I've got different sections like that where it runs real close, and I've never had an issue right there. And the thing is, I run this I run this layout by myself, so I'm quite careful. I don't have other people coming over and doing operations and all that kind of stuff. So I know I can only blame myself if I flip a train off of there, but I have not done that in the past, so I'm not worried about it. Plus, even though I'm standing up right here right now, usually what I do when I run operations over here, I'm actually sitting on my little shop stool, and of course this goofy connector right here on the center beam won't connect up. So when I'm sitting on my little stool, I'm pretty much at eye level, kind of like this. This is the way I see the layout when I'm running it, just like that. So I like having, or at least I found, that having the train right up by the aisle over here is the most picturesque way to view my layout while I'm doing operations over here. Boy, all the other trains are making a racket over there. While I run out of here, I'm going to go ahead and try to silence some of them down. In the background back there, there we go. I think I got the noisiest one back there. Hey, hopefully I got my turnout set over here. Yep, everything looking good. So once I get all these cars out of here, we'll finish up a couple little small little track details, you know. Like I've got to just add a little bit of track right over here to this guy. So I'll just tack on a little piece over there. And then what I have to do is, well, we'll tackle my little bridge over here in a second. Or in a bit, not in a second. I temporarily just got some stuff piled up over there just to, you know, give it a little bit of support while the train runs over the top of it right there. Right there is good. So I think I'm going to be able to get everybody out of here except for these two cars right here, because, you know, this wasn't any kind of a planned operations. It was more of a, I just finished soldering everything, and I figured I'd run the locomotive all through every piece of track, make sure everything's good, which it was, and then I thought, well, I guess I've got something to do a layout update of, and just grab the camera and start recording. So we're gonna grab this big line of cars over here with the hoppers, and I think we can back in and grab those two over there. Here we go. Got a good connection there. And then we'll grab our maintenance away guys over here, and we'll run all the way around the layout and back into the yard. About one car to go there, and then we'll shove back and grab our two last box cars. Right there is good. Now, one thing I am considering is because of the scenery that I'm going to have over here. I'm going the right way. Because of the scenery I'm going to have over here, I may do a little bit on the fascia turnout. A manual, you know, a wire going in there, do a little one of those, I don't know, Walters little switch machines, whatever, you know, the manual one. Because I'm gonna have big buildings and stuff over here, and I don't want to be reaching back there for those turnouts, so I just might do that while I've got you know, tracks not ballasted down or anything like that. Look at that, we did not get our cars. So it's just a thought. I'm gonna see. I just, you know me, I'm cheap. I just don't want to pay for a whole bunch of those. They're like, I don't know, like 12, 15 bucks or something for each one. And that would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's just the turnouts over in the back edge there. Not including anything up front over here. Alright, let's see if we got them. Yep, we're good to go. Like I said, this wasn't planned at all, so we're not going to grab those two boxcars back there, the little light blue one and the dark blue CSX guy. I'll just get them out of there by hand, but we will back in here. We'll shove back and grab our caboose and our little maintenance away gondola. It's got a bunch of crapola in it. Nails, ties, joiners. And you can take a look. This will eventually get cut out here, the fascia, and then we'll have the Santa Ana River represented over here. We're almost there. Now, while we shove back over here, I still got a little bit of soldering to do, and I got one piece of track I got to do over by the yard, which is our main line. Let me get that shoving back here, grab our caboose, and I'll show you. You can turn that one there. Alright, so you can see our main line right here with our hauler just kind of sitting here. But that is going to run along the blue foam portion right back there and connect back up to there. So I still got to do that, and you can see back there I've got a couple additional drops, feeders to solder on there. Ooh, sorry for all the swinging here. Trying to keep track of what I'm doing. But those two turnouts back there are where the tortoises are, and the tortoises are installed. They're just not wired up right over here. I'm still kind of working on that. We're going to have a couple of switches, and that's why this panel is missing right here. So you don't have to reach all the way back in there trying to flip those switches. Alright, so far so good. Let's see if we can make it through here without too much trouble. We'll run all the way around the layout and into the yard. The yard's pretty empty. As a matter of fact, there's nothing in the yard. Alright, I think we're good. Let's pop over here. We'll go into the layout. Whoops. Yeah, see, that's why I still got to do that feeder right there. Train died because of the two turnouts right there. I need to do an outside feeder, which I still haven't done. Let me just double check my turnouts here. Everything else is looking good. Ooh, don't forget to honk for the horses. Ooh, that guy. It's so hot. Ooh, he's taking a rest. Well, guys, it's been a couple of days and it's been roasty toasty here. Hit 100 and I think 102 yesterday, but you know, just for like half an hour or something like that, and then it was like 100. So it's about 2 in the afternoon, 3 in the afternoon. Yeah, let me just make sure I've got everything set over here. No, I got to change this one here. Now this is going to be where my other tortoise goes once we get around to changing that track around to make it fit. Let me pop out here. We'll do our little swing bridge. Whew. Alright, yeah, I think we're good. Hey, there's all my other cars. I was wondering where they were. I've been so busy messing with the yard, or sorry, messing with the addition there. I haven't really paid attention to the rest of the layout, and it's kind of a mess over there in the corner where the two new tortoises are. Like I said, I just got to do that one more drop over there, so we're good through the turnouts, and then I've got the control panel already wired up. I'll show you that. I just got to get it kind of installed and get the final wiring on it done. I'll show you what it looks like. Woo, look at that. Made it into the yard. Looking nice over here. Once again. Let's come over here by the big coffee cup silo. See if we're good on our turnouts. Yep. We'll just get this train in the yard here, get it off the bridge. And this little section of track is powered. Yes, I think we're good. All right, I think we're good right there. Cleared the bridge. All right, I'm going to go ahead and shut him down right here. Ooh, it's already getting toasty. All right, power that off. Let's go take a look at the control panel I've got for the two tortoises over there. Hopefully it's not too dark over here. I'll put a little light on here. It's just the camera settings. It's actually quite bright here. I know, this thing looks like a mess. This is what your workbench looks like when you are building a new section on your layout. Anyway, I know this looks goofy on the back side right here. I'm gonna do that. But yeah, that's the way it's going to get wired up over here. I know, look at that liquid nail. Don't ask. But this is what the panel is going to look like. I'm trying to get it over here so you get a good shot of it. And a couple of toggle switches right here. And green light, so when it's going to be lined up for the main line like it was just now. These should be green, and then when we're going into the yard, or well, the runaround kind of mainline loop, it'll be red. Anyway, whew, this video is getting long, and it's starting to get a little toasty out here. So, guys, hope you enjoyed that little update and a little bit of operations over here. Seeing the trains running over here for the first time on this end of the new section. Hopefully we'll get this all cleaned up and looking better, and we can start getting on to the next phase, which is to get some ground cover down, and I'll show you how I do that. I use dirt and grout. All right, guys, till next time, stay cool. Bye.